Things so terrible, they are terribly good, so bad it's good is a concept that applies to all forms of media. Basically, it's when something sucks so hard its Metacritic rating bottoms out and somehow finds itself below zero, at which point it becomes amazing. 3. The theorists, because the Big Bang Theory can't be the bottom of the barrel regardless of your feelings on the Big Bang Theory. Most people can certainly admit that it is definitely a TV show. With consistently high ratings and viewing figures, the show may not be all that popular with the nerds it satirizes, but it's certainly popular enough that the Belarusian government decided to rip it off. Called The Theorists, the show is a shot-for-shot remake of the American version with all of the dialogue in Russian. The Theorists is so blatant in its theft that it even rips off the show's opening credits, save for the theme song, meaning yes, Russia found a way to make the Big Bang Theory worse. Keep everything exactly the same, but remove the bare-naked ladies song too. Kim Jong-il once kidnapped someone to make a Godzilla rip-off when you're mostly known for the brutal subjugation of your own people and a cameo in Team America. World Police, the fact you once kidnapped someone and forced them to make a Godzilla rip-off tends to fall to the wayside. So let's talk about that right now. The Cliff's Notes version of the story is that in the 1970s, the pint-sized dictator arranged the kidnapping of a prominent South Korean director named Shin Sang-ok. Kim Jong-il then forced Sang-ok to make North Korean propaganda starring his wife, who Kim Jong-il also had kidnapped. Kim Jong-il used his time with Sang-ok to indulge his creative side and also had the director make a bunch of fantasy films, one of which was an obvious Godzilla-inspired rip-off called Pulgasari. This is a film you can watch in its entirety on YouTube because it's not like North Korea is going to sue you. We've embedded it above. Thank us later. Say what you want about Kim Jong-il, you have to admit that it's a pretty baller move to kidnap someone just to make your own version of the Godzilla movie. 1. Pen and Pixel are album cover gods. We're going to be honest, everything else we've discussed today has been filler, and this entire article was pitched and written solely as an excuse to show off Pen and Pixel album covers. Specializing in album covers for Z-tier hip-hop artists and rappers, Pen and Pixel produces god-tier results with what appears to be a budget of tens of dollars. Almost every Pen and Pixel cover looks like someone threw the hip-hop dictionary into a blender and poured the result into a Wu-Tang name generator. They are ostentatious, they are ridiculous, and they are all works of freaking art. While lesser rappers are posing on album covers with their shirts off, rappers opting for the Pen and Pixel route are pictured literally dunking women through basketball hoops, pointing guns at giant dogs, riding trains, and flying through space in a convertible. Perhaps the greatest Pen and Pixel cover, though, is for album Doin' Things by Big Bear. Why? Because look at it. The album shows Mr. Bear chilling with Leslie photoshopped diamond-studded grizzlies, all of whom are drinking from golden pimp cups and wearing baller-ass shades. This album cover is so perfect that if you hung it in the Louvre, the Mona Lisa would burst into flames. If you made this album your profile picture on Tinder, every woman within a 5-mile radius would need to be rushed to the hospital for broken fingers from swiping right so hard. It's perfect and it's amazing, and we're all better people having being graced by its majesty.
Subscribe now.